guys, what's up? So friends, today we are starting our 11th classes of polity, in which we are discussing the political theory and introduction. It's the first chapter of 11th. So its chapter is an introduction about the political theory. So mostly 10 chapters are there in +1, and part 2 are there, and then the freedom, equality, social justice, rights, citizenship, nationalism, secularism, peace and development. So these are the other chapters. So the political theory. So the objective of the political theory is to train citizens to think rationally about the political questions and access the political events of our time. So friends, its chapter is saying first about the political theory. So the political theory examines questions of various questions and systematically think about the values that inform political life. That is including freedom, equality, justice, etc. This political theory explains the meaning and the significance of these concepts like freedom, equality, justice. Okay. So the major objective of political theory is to train the citizen to think rationally about the political questions and assess the political events of our time. Some politicians making false promises, tall claims, and manipulating different sections, pursuing personal or group interest ruthlessly, and in worst cases stooping to crime, thief link policies with scams. They are playing politics. So friends, we know some of the politicians are there who are making some false promises and make also tall claims, manipulating different sections, and pursuing personal or group interest ruthlessly, and also they are making some crimes and link policies with scams. Okay. Some corruption-full movements are there by some of the politicians. So they are playing politics. Mahatma Gandhi once observed that the politics envelops us like the coils of a snake, and there is no other way out but to wrestle with it. So according to Mahatma Gandhi, he is saying that the politics envelops us as like coils of a snake, and there is no other way out but to wrestle with it. No society can exist without some form of political organization and collective decision making. So major of the political parties or politics are making certain political organizations and collective decisions making in a society. Government determine our economic policies and foreign policy and educational policy. So mainly 3 types of policies: economic policy, foreign policy and educational policy. These are determined by our government. These policies can help to improve lives of people, but an inefficient or corrupt government can also endanger the people's lives and security. So in one side, the government can ensure the well-being of the people, and in other side the government can also corrupt the people or endanger the people's lives and security. If the government in power allows any conflicts to become violent, market closed down and schools are shut, these disrupts our lives. So some of the government in some major countries like Syria, Pakistan like regions are there, in which the government is allowing some of the conflicts to become violent, markets closed down and schools are shut. So these are disrupting all the lives of the people. The government makes policies to increase literacy and employment also. Okay. We form associations and organize campaigns to articulate our demands. So some of the movements are there, and individually and in a group basis we are making some of the campaigns or associations in which we are making our own demands to the government. When the people disagree with the policies of the government, we protest and also organize demonstrations to persuade the government to change the existing laws. So the people have the power to change, to make the government to change the existing laws. In modern times, the Rousseau first argued for the freedom as a fundamental right of the humankind. So Rousseau and Karl Marx, eminent persons are there. So the first person, Rousseau, he argued for the freedom as the fundamental right of humankind. Then the second, the Karl Marx, who argued that equality was as crucial as freedom. Okay. Karl Marx argued that the equality was as crucial as freedom. Our preamble enshrines freedom and equality. So, friends, our preamble of our constitution, which enshrines, which protects the freedom and equality in a good manner. The Gandhian principles find a place in directive principles also. So, in the directive principles, the Gandhian principles has a great role. Then the political theory. The political theory deals with the ideas and principles that shape the constitutions, governments, and social life in a systematic manner. So that through this political theory, we can shape our constitution and we can shape our government, also the social life, in a systematic manner. Though Rousseau or Karl Marx or Gandhi did not become politicians, their ideas influenced generations of politicians everywhere. So, friends, it is saying that we know the Rousseau, Gandhi, Marx. These are the eminent persons who never became politicians, but their ideas influenced a great generation of people. Some people may have a privileged place in society, while others are deprived even of basic necessities. The fundamental rights guaranteed by our constitution have been amended and expanded over time through judicial interpretations and government policies which are designed to address new problems. So, friends, we know some of the fundamental rights are there guaranteed by our constitution, and so that our constitution is also amending in certain intervals in order to address certain problems. The netizen means the citizen of internet. Okay, the term netizen means citizen of internet, and the Republic is the book written by Plato. Okay, Plato's book is known as the Republic. When we reflect on our experience, we understand that equality means equal opportunity for all. So when we recognize other people as just as our own, or just as ourselves, then we can assure equality, or we can recognize that all the people are just like us. So a universal, or the universality, like a behavior or manner through which, in which we are thinking, we are experiencing, then only we can assure equality for all the people. And also it is saying that we have to be more thoughtful and mature. We have opinions about what is right, what is wrong, what is just, what is unjust, but don't know whether they are reasonable or not. So we have to be very mature and thoughtful about our surroundings, and we should have opinions about the right or wrong or just or injustice, and we should be thoughtful about in a reasonable manner. The political theory exposes us to systematics thinking on justice or equality, so that we can polish our opinions and argue in an informal manner and for the sake of a common interest. So it is saying that the political theory through which we can raise systematic thinking on justice or equality, so that we can polish our opinions and argue in an informal manner and for the sake of common interest. So, guys, it's all about our chapter political theory. Thank you, guys. Have a delightful day.